Welcome back to Gotham, you sick bastards. What's up, you beautiful freaks, cinephiles, Burton simps, DC degenerates, and people who think Batman Returns is secretly a Christmas movie? It's your boy, Resident Lynx, and today we are diving headfirst into Batman Returns 1992. A movie so dark, so horny, so mean-spirited, and so aggressively Tim Burton that Warner Bros. Looked at it afterward and went, yeah, maybe don't do that again. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Do it for the algorithm. Do it for Gotham. Do it because if you don't, the Penguin will bite your fucking nose off. And yes, spoilers. This movie is over 30 years old, so if you haven't seen it by now, that's a you problem. Why Batman Returns is still controversial as hell. Even today, Batman Returns is one of the most divisive superhero movies ever made. Some people say it's a masterpiece, it's a gothic fairy tale, it's Burton unfiltered. Other people say it's too dark, it's barely a Batman movie. Why is Danny DeVito eating raw fish like a goblin? And here's the thing, both sides are right. Quick context: Tim Burton Unchained. After the massive success of Batman 1989, Warner Bros. Basically handed Tim Burton the keys to Gotham and said, do whatever the hell you want. And Burton said, cool, I'm gonna make a movie about trauma, sexual repression, capitalism, abandonment, and freaks who don't belong in society. And then he wrapped it in a Batman movie. Opening scene straight into nightmare mode. The movie opens not with Batman, but with the Penguin's origin story. A beautiformed baby, wealthy parents, a literal baby cage, thrown into a sewer during Christmas. No jokes, no levity, just straight up gothic horror. This is when parents in 1992 started going, is this okay? And the answer was no, but it ruled. Danny DeVito as the Penguin, a gremlin masterclass. Danny DeVito doesn't play Oswald Cobblepot. He plays a sewer goblin, a feral rat king, a Victorian nightmare, a man who absolutely fucks fish. This Penguin is gross, horny, violent, tragic, absolutely unhinged. He drools, he bites people, he eats raw fish, he has black bile dripping from his mouth like Satan's cough syrup. And somehow, it works. The Penguin isn't a villain, he's a wound. This version of the Penguin isn't evil because he wants power. He's evil because he was rejected, abandoned, treated as disposable. He wants a family, recognition, revenge. And that makes him weirdly sympathetic, until he tries to murder all the firstborn children in Gotham, which, yeah, okay, maybe that's a step too far. Max Schreck, capitalism is the real villain. Played perfectly by Christopher Walken, Max Schreck is a corrupt businessman, a lying sack of shit, a man who murders people mid-sentence. This dude pushes Selina Kyle out a window and then goes to lunch. No superpowers, no costume, just raw corporate evil. Tim Burton basically said, you want a real monster? It's the guy in the suit. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, holy shit. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is a goddamn revelation. This performance is sexy, broken, dangerous, sad, unhinged. Selina starts as a doormat, quiet, ignored, destroyed by the system. Then she snaps, and when she snaps, she becomes confident, violent, free. Her transformation scene is iconic. Apartment destroyed, stitches the suit together, smashes mirrors, loses her damn mind. Cinema, absolute cinema. Catwoman is about reclaiming power. Selina isn't just a villain or anti-hero, she's rage personified. She represents women chewed up by corporate bullshit, people ignored until they break, sexuality reclaimed as armor. and Pfeiffer plays it like a feral ballerina with a death wish. Michael Keaton, the quiet, psycho Batman. Michael Keaton barely talks in this movie, and that's perfect. This Batman feels isolated, obsessed, emotionally stunted. Bruce Wayne and Batman are barely separate people at this point. He doesn't smile, he doesn't joke, he just exists, like a rich bat-themed ghost. Batman Returns is about freaks. Every main character is a freak. Batman, a man who dresses as a bat, the Penguin, a sewer monster, Catwoman, a broken survivor, Max Schreck, a corporate vampire. Gotham doesn't accept any of them. This movie isn't about justice, it's about belonging. The sexual tension is insane. Batman and Catwoman flirt like two people who absolutely should not be together, and know it. Their rooftop scenes crackle with lust, violence, sadness. They're mirrors of each other, both broken, both hiding behind masks, and Burton leans into that hard. This movie hates kids, and that's hilarious. Let's be real, this movie kills clowns, murders henchmen brutally, talks about baby murder, has sexual innuendo out the ass, and Warner Bros. Marketed it to kids. Absolute insanity. The Christmas setting, perfectly messed up. This is a Christmas movie, don't argue with me. Snow, lights, carols, murder. The contrast makes everything darker. It's like Tim Burton said, let's ruin Christmas. The ending, tragedy, not triumph. Penguin dies alone. Catwoman disappears. Batman doesn't win. There's no happy ending, just snow, loss, and a bat signal in the sky. It's beautiful and depressing as hell. Why Warner Bros. Panicked. Parents hated it. McDonald's toys caused outrage. Studios freaked out. And that's why we got Joel Schumacher, neon, bat nipples. Batman Returns scared the studio into softening everything. What I love: Burton's vision, Pfeiffer's Catwoman, DeVito's insanity, gothic atmosphere, practical sets. What I don't love, minor, Batman feels sidelined at times, plot is messy, Penguin's plan is insane. But honestly, that's part of the charm. Even darker, even weirder, even more unhinged. Let's talk about how this movie barely cares about Batman and why that's wild. Here's something that blows people's minds when they re-watch Batman Returns. Batman is barely the main character. Seriously, Bruce Wayne feels like a supporting player in his own damn movie. And that's not an accident. Tim Burton isn't interested in Batman as a symbol of justice. He's interested in Batman as a freak, just another damaged weirdo wandering through Gotham. Batman doesn't solve the plot. He doesn't stop the villains through clever detective work. He mostly just reacts to chaos like, ah shit, the city's on fire again. And honestly, that makes him feel more human. Bruce Wayne is emotionally broken as hell. Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne in this movie is lonely, detached, and socially awkward in a way that's almost uncomfortable. This dude sits alone in a massive mansion, talks to Alfred like he's the only human he trusts, has no normal relationships, looks confused when women flirt with him. This isn't billionaire playboy Bruce. This is, I put on a bat suit because I don't know how to function as a person, and that's kind of tragic. The Batman Catwoman mask scene is one of the best scenes ever. Let's talk about that scene. Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle dancing at the masquerade ball. Both masked, both pretending, both unknowingly face to face with their true mirror. And when they realize the truth, the masks come off. Bruce, calm, resigned. Selina, devastated, angry, heartbroken. This scene is quiet, intimate, emotional. No explosions, no action. Just two broken people realizing they can never be together. And it hurts like hell. Batman Returns is sexy in a deeply uncomfortable way.
This movie is horny, but not in a fun superhero way. It's horny in a repressed, angry, dangerous, self-destructive kind of way. Catwoman licking Batman's face, Penguin making sexual comments that make your skin crawl, Selina weaponizing sexuality as power. This is not a movie about romance. It's a movie about desire mixed with trauma. And that's why parents in 1992 lost their goddamn minds. Penguin's plan makes zero sense, and I don't care. Let's be honest, the Penguin's master plan is batshit insane. He wants to become mayor, expose Batman, then murder all the firstborn children in Gotham. That escalated quick. But here's the thing, this isn't a logical villain plan. It's an
emotional revenge fantasy. Penguin isn't thinking rationally. He's lashing out at a world that abandoned him. That's why the plan is messy. That's why it falls apart. That's why it feels desperate. And that fits the character perfectly. The Penguin's death is sad as hell. Penguin doesn't die in a big explosion. He doesn't get redemption. He doesn't get saved. He dies alone, bleeding, surrounded by penguins. A literal funeral procession for a monster who never belonged anywhere. And Batman just watches. No victory pose, no triumph, just quiet sadness. That's bleak as fuck and kind of beautiful. Max Schreck deserved worse and got it. Max Schreck is one of the most realistic villains in the movie. He's not tragic, he's not misunderstood, he's just evil. And when Catwoman finally kills him, it's not heroic, it's not clean, it's personal. She electrocutes him while holding hands with him, sacrificing herself in the process. That's not justice, that's rage. Catwoman's ending is perfectly ambiguous. Did Selina die? Does she survive? Does it even matter? Her story isn't about survival, it's about refusing to be owned. And the final shot of her looking at the bat signal? That's not hope. That's unresolved tension. And I love that Burton didn't cheapen it with answers. The production design is god tier. Let's give credit where it's due. This movie looks insane. Massive practical sets, gothic architecture, expressionist shadows, snow-covered nightmare Gotham. This doesn't look like a city. It looks like a dream gone wrong. Modern superhero movies could never. This movie walked so dark superhero films could run. Without Batman Returns, you don't get Nolan's Batman, Joker 2019, The Batman 2022, dark superhero cinema as a whole. This movie proved you could make a comic book film. Weird, adult, uncomfortable, personal. And studios immediately panicked and backtracked. Why this movie failed with kids, and why that's okay. This was never a kids' movie. It's about sexual repression, capitalism, trauma, identity, outsiders. Just because Batman is in it doesn't mean it needed to sell Happy Meals. And honestly, that's why it endures. Final thoughts. Batman Returns isn't perfect. It's messy, it's indulgent, it's emotionally cold. But it's honest. It doesn't try to make you feel good, it tries to make you feel something. And that's rare as hell. Final rating, because why not? Still a 5 out of 5 bats. Still weird, still dark, still horny, still incredible. Outro, one last time. That wraps up my deep dive into Batman Returns 1992. If you enjoyed this absolute madness, please like, subscribe, and share, because the algorithm is crueler than Gotham City. I've been Resident Lynx, and remember, not everyone gets a happy ending. Some people just get a bat signal in the snow.